Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday morning. See a beautiful day here in Hawaii, nay. Oh, hello, everybody. Hello, Sydney. Brandon, good to see you. Got Ron in the house. Gucci Boomer's here. Mark and Island Aviation. H. Dot was here early. Thanks, everybody. Good to see you all. We are right at the beginning of RIMPAC. RIMPAC started technically on the 24th of last month. But the first week and a half or so is lots of photo ops and press things and boat COs meeting other boat COs. Lots of stuff in the harbor. Most of the boats, boats, I don't want to piss off any naval guys. Most of the ships have left the harbor, a lot of the big ones anyway, the destroyers and the USS Theodore Roosevelt has also left the harbor. Oh, interesting. Island Aviation. What kind of military planes? So yesterday we saw a P-8 leave. If you guys missed yesterday's stream, I don't know what to say. We had a stream yesterday. It was kind of a pop-up members-only stream. So I apologize if you didn't get a notification on that. It was a very interesting stream. So like I mentioned yesterday, we had a members-only stream. I hope at least a bunch of you were able... I know a lot of you were here yesterday, but hopefully you catch on the replay. It was a proof of concept show. We were trying to figure out if there was a possibility that we could do 4K streams. And we had a big success in that. So yesterday's stream... We had a couple technical glitches early in the stream. Mostly they were the encoder's fault. We used an old encoder, not the one we're on now. So the problems we had were the reason that encoder is the old encoder, because it doesn't work right. But what we were actually testing, the 4K signal and the bandwidth, was very, very, very positive. So keep your eyes out for some future 4K streams. Oh, did I say Tuesday on the Roosevelt? Yeah, it was yesterday. Sorry, my bad. I'm blurring all these days together because we're doing, this is our third show in 3 days. Bingo, I have not heard of a Dragon Lady showing up. I would love that to happen, but I've not heard anything about that. We haven't had one in the stream in a little while. It's been probably 6 or so months. Always love seeing those in the stream. Hopefully. No, I'm still going to be squished. Let's see if I'm squished today. Am I squished today? Yeah, I'm still squished. Yep, still squished. The camera that I use for the Pat Cam is only a 1080 camera, so it would come out as 4K, but it would not actually be 4K. Hello, Kirsten, Sydney. This is, I believe, a C-37 Bravo. I didn't hear the call sign on this one. Spar 28. So I don't think this is the one based here. The one based here usually goes out as Mango. But that can always change, depending on the mission. Yeah, that was, I got some humor out of that, Mark. You know, when my car breaks down, I always just tell people that I took it to the shop because the people at the shop deserve to see the car. Not that they needed to fix the car, they deserve to see the car. Hello, Jonathan. Calvin's in the house. Alright, so we have a queen out there somewhere that I'm trying to find in the sky, but I think it skipped over a little too far for us. So we'll see that when it comes back in. There is a 757 out there coming in this side. That's a FedEx. That'll be close enough to see in about 30 seconds, so be patient. Be patient, my friends. So you might be able to see the light out there in the screen. It's just a little far away, though. I'm not going to get in. I'm not going to get into the Air Force One. I just don't understand. I don't understand. So I saw a news story a couple of weeks ago about a crane, a giant crane that was being loaded on a barge, floated down the river, and its final destination was going to be Pearl Harbor. Has anybody heard of that? I can't find anything about where it is now, but it's supposed to be huge. Huge, huge. Ah, okay, CFI on the fly. Thank you. Just passed through the Panama Canal. Are they bringing some cheese with it? Or is that too cheesy of a joke? All right, 747 has just passed over Koalina. So it'll be here in 30 or 40 seconds. A minute and a half at most. Cheese curds. That's just... Curds is like the most unhealthy sounding name of any food ever. I mean, you can't eat cheese curds and say, "Oh, I didn't know they were bad for me." You know, Mr. Crocsman, I saw that last night. I was going to come out and see it, but it ended up being delayed. It was supposed to be here at 8:30, and it was delayed till after 10, and I had to go to bed. But I don't know. I didn't see it when I came in, but I think I see its tail now. So let's see if we could after the 747 gets here, we will pop open. I think I see its tail. It's either that or a 757. I don't know. I think it might be a 757 now that I'm looking at it differently. But I don't know if it's still here. Now let's take a quick peek. Let's take a quick peek. Is this a 757 tail? You guys tell me. That tail. Okay, not that. Well, let's get some focus action in here. Come on. That purple tail there. That looks like a 757, right? I don't think that's the MD-11. I couldn't find any evidence of it leaving, but I forgot to note down its reg number, and I forgot, and I didn't have time to look this morning. All right, thanks, CFI on the fly. I browsed through today's departures last night, and I didn't see it. Oh, wait. How did it go to... It must have been super late. That can't be the real time it left, because it didn't get here. It wasn't even scheduled to get here till 8:30, and it was late. I don't know. I'm confused. But it probably won't be the first time I'm confused today, so I'm not really worried about that. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's tonight. Okay, sorry. I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah, there you go. You explained it to me in the chat. I was looking it up. Well, that's not very fun. Oh. That's not very fun. So I was mentioning yesterday, if you're here, that Alaska Airlines has a really bad habit of bringing the special liveries in late and leaving late. And the last 2 days, they switched it up and brought them in early. Well, FedEx was the same way with the MD-11s. Most of the time, they would come in late and leave late. So I know some of you guys are ship spotters. So we usually have a couple, but we have 1, 2, 3 tankers out there today. So this looks like one that was here the other day. This is a new one. I've never seen this one before. CC. And that one I don't know. If you're a ship spotter, you're welcome. Well, this is already 3 shows in 3 days, CFI on the fly. If there's a night show tonight, oh boy. Of course, if it leaves on time, that would be super dark, dry. What am I trying to say here? Super dark out here anyway, so. Speaking of Virgin America, here's Virgin America. This one should be going off to Seattle. Yes, it is. It's Virgin America flight 762. So Sydney, or Kirsten, are you saying this show is not chill? I believe I'm chill. Are you or are you not bonita? Even more chill. So I have a more chill setting than I even knew I had. Of course, now that you mention it, I don't think I've ever ranted on a night show, so there's that. Hello, Josh. Good to see you. That 717 was heading off to Hilo. The one behind it is heading off to Maui. The Betty White of live streams. Oh. This one's just waiting on a Cessna, it looks like. Maybe a Grand Caravan to go zipping in front of it. I think Sydney wants to know, have we all hit the like button yet? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. If you're here, but you don't know who I am or where we're at, I can answer both those questions for you right now. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and cool channel. Not cool. What was it? What was it? Chill. Did I say chill? You say chill? Chill! We're an aviation live stream and chill channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, named after the late senator from the state and territory of Hawaii. It is conveniently located right over here. Right over here. It's 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu, in the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific Ocean. We usually do 3 shows a week here, usually Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Well, today is our 3rd show in 3 days. We did a show Tuesday, we did a show yesterday, and we're doing a show today. The yesterday's show was pretty interesting. We tested out some a new resolution here. We're not making resolutions, we're checking new resolutions. We might go do some future streams in 4K. So you can see all the blades of hair on O'Malley Cat. Alright, so we have a Delta lined up, ready to go. So I just wanted to thank you all for being here. Remind you that there is a like button down there. You can hit it if you like it. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can hit it 3 times to show me how much you don't like it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We got up to 25,000 and then just kind of stalled. I don't know what the heck happened. We haven't even made it to 25,100 yet, and it's been a couple of weeks. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. The grand scheme of things, it's only going to get me to jump out of a helicopter, but hey, isn't that worth it? As you can probably tell, we're running a Kickstarter. Hit that QR code on the bottom right of your screen. That'll take you over to reverseops.com/Kickstarter, where you can read all about it. We're going to Italy in less than a month to do shows in Rome and Venice. Airport streams from Rome and Venice. So check that out if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And now I think we're going to go flip over and get this Delta. Oh, the Delta is actually waiting. I had more time. The Delta was waiting on somebody. I had more time. There was time now. It's not fair. Hello, Hawaiian Sea. How are you? So someone in the chat who it's already scrolled by, I think on mine, asked if we could see Tripler from here, and we can barely see it. There it is behind the Coletta 747 tail. Oh no, that is the... Oh look, that is the MD-11 right there, tail. That is it right there. That's the Army Medical Center, if you don't know. It's Tripler Army Hospital. I've heard it's pink. It's up on the hill. I've heard the reason that it's pink is because the pigeons won't poop on it. That's the same reason the hotel in Waikiki is pink. This is United 1221. This is heading off to LA with the extra X. Sent it out on the other runway. Yeah, it might be the fact that I was using this is a different camera, and the angle might be a little different. That's why I could see it better. This camera is much higher. Let's see. Let's compare. Let's compare. Okay, we got. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It was the. What's going on over there? Okay, this is 717. Alright, so if we switch back to the main cam, you can see the pole gets in the way, so it's kind of hard to tell that was the engine there. So the pole gets in the way. That's why we couldn't tell earlier. But the truck cam is at a slightly higher angle, so we could get it better. That truck cam is actually on a light stand. It's about 3 feet over my head to make sure we get all the best angles. So the Pink Hotel in Waikiki I was resting is the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. It's I believe it's the second oldest hotel in Waikiki. I believe the first is the Moana Surfrider. All right, Keith, we'll see you next time. Good to hear that good to hear you didn't have a back fracture. That's good. The next one going out is the second of the two United 757s. This one's heading off to SFO. It is about to make the turn over here onto the end of the runway. That little thing down there, is it? We have another 757 coming in from the south. It's about 2 minutes out. We'll see where it's at. It is the Asia Pacific. Asia Pacific is lined up, but they're about I think they're about 4 miles out, so we'll get them when they get a little closer. Thank you very much, Ferris. Ferris sent 6 joules of chili. Thank you very much. And they also sent a 2 joules of stars. Thank you very much. I think we could probably at least try to get the 757. Oh yeah, I think we'll be able to super zoom that bad boy. Hello, Gabriel. So I'd like to welcome back. It's Evan, Aaron, Renee, Stephanie, and Rob. Hope you enjoy the gifted membership. Thank you very much. Not only has Ferris given us some jewels today, he's come in with a 3 Malaysian dollar super chat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Ooh. Our good friend Jonathan McD is also coming in. So thanks again, Ferris. I appreciate it. But thank you also to Jonathan McD for gifting a 1 Reverse Ops membership. Looks like CDM TRFS Mobile is the recipient. So please join me in thanking our good friend Jonathan McD. So United heading out to Mazuro's coming out. That should come all the way out here. It rarely goes off the other runway, but mostly it comes down here to 8 right. We have a Royal Canadian Air Force P3 zipping around. I think it looks like it came out of K-Bay. Oh, that's an interesting. There's a Learjet belonging to Flight International Aviation. That's a cool looking plane. That just came out of. That's over there visiting Gabriel. That's on the runway right now over there. But the one I was looking at over there is a FedEx triple coming in from Memphis, Tennessee. Going to Graceland. Memphis, Tennessee. We're going to Graceland. Hello, Eham. Good to see you. Ooh, Dory 11 flight. I'm guessing that'll be this afternoon, Eham, correct? But thanks to everyone for the gifted and thanks to me. We did see some El Toro. We did see some ships yesterday, was it, or the day before? My days are blurring together. We saw some destroyers leaving Pearl Harbor. We missed the Roosevelt leaving. The Roosevelt left after we were already at work. But I did get to go on the Roosevelt. If you guys didn't hear that story, I got to go on the USS Roosevelt. Whoa, what is that? What's going on there? Okay. I was invited out by the RIMPAC media department to do some ship tours on Sunday and Monday. We were on 2 Philippine ships. One was the Philippine Navy and one is the Philippine Coast Guard. Only Coast Guard ship here for RIMPAC. Then we were on an Australian warship. That was the is it HMAS Sydney, I think it is. It was the Sydney. And then we were on a Chilean ship as well. The interesting thing, I don't know if you guys know, if you've ever stepped foot on an active duty warship, that is considered sovereign territory of the country that flies the ship. So over the course of 2 days, I was in the Philippines, Australia, and in Chile. So it was whirlwind adventure. And to top it all off, we ended up getting a tour of the USS Theodore Roosevelt, the aircraft carrier. Got to go talk with the CO on the flight deck. Got to go up in the tower, the island. Got to go down to the hangar deck. It was a awesome day. Awesome day. I have some videos and pictures I'll be posting over the next couple of days or weeks as soon as I get them edited. It's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna try to do some video. I took some video, so I'll try to put some video up on YouTube. But I'm not a great documentarian filmmaker, so we'll see how that comes out. But I will have some pictures. I got some cool swag. So I'll show you guys pictures of that. Well, this plane has the same, it looks like the same clip art American flag as the new Trump Force One. Oh, EM, there was places where we went that we were not allowed to film. Some of the bridges of some of the ships we were on, we weren't allowed to film on. We were allowed to go there, but not film. On the Roosevelt, we went to the navigation room, and that was the only place they took us where we couldn't film. The rest of the tour, they made sure was in places that we were allowed to film. That guy's clear for takeoff. He isn't even down halfway down Juliet yet. Wow. Get him out early. No, I don't have to get any approval from the DoD before I post anything. Like I said, they specifically took us places that were okay to film. They only took us to, on the Roosevelt anyway, they only took us to one place where they asked us not to film anything. But the rest of the stuff, the hangar deck and the deck and the other places were all okay. So I don't have to get any approval. This is a 321. This is Hawaiian 321. It's flight number 892 heading off to San Diego. The 360 camera might be struggling a bit right now. So, give it a second. See if it comes back on its own. While we're waiting for the 360 cam to cooperate, I'd like to thank our very good friend Mason Chung, who's a huge supporter of the channel over the last couple of years. He has gone above and beyond to support the channel. Thank you very much, Mason. Mason sent a $100 donation through PayPal, so thank you very much. It says, awesome summer, Patrick. We'll catch your Kickstarter soon. Mahalo plenty. Well, mahalo plenty back to you. I really appreciate all your support. You've gone, like I said, above and beyond the last couple of years on the channel. Thank you very much. Hello, Farid. Ah, there we go. We'll put this on the screen if we can. Thank you very much. Alright, so United down there is about to go, so we will get a little closer on it. It is the Mazuro flight heading off across the Pacific. Thanks again, Mason. I appreciate it. Was that addressed to me, Ken? I don't understand the question. If you're talking about the stuff I took pictures of on the video on the ship, everything was coordinated with the media relations department and the public affairs officer of the ship. So there's nothing I did that was without their knowledge. If they didn't want me there, they didn't have to invite me. I mean, they invited me onto the ship. So this is the FedEx triple from Memphis I was talking about a little bit ago. I apologize for coughing in your ear every once in a while. It's just, I'm getting over being sick. I was sick last week, and I'm just getting over it. And sometimes the coughs, they come out of nowhere. Hello, J-Dog. Good to see you. The more 35s, the better, Eham. I saw my first F-35 my first F-35 Bravo the other day. That was there was 4 of them on the deck of the Roosevelt. Unfortunately, they were kind of surrounded by F-18s, so I couldn't get a good shot of them. But from the navigation room, you could see out and see them all lined up there. Unfortunately, that was one of the places I wasn't able to take pictures from, so. The next... What's going on there? Come on, flight radar. Flight radar is still showing me the Majuro flight there and confusing me. Nice. What was... Didn't we just... Are we having 2 Majuro flights today? I'm going insane. I keep clicking on this thing thinking it's a ghost plane, but I'm staring at it. We're having 2 Majuro flights today for some reason. I didn't... I thought flight radar was glitching and showing me another Majuro flight, but no, there it is right there. That's the first time I can remember that we've had 2. Yeah, the 360 camera's not happy today. So Zip Air is running a little late today, so it'll be here in about 25-30 minutes. Right behind it we have the ANA A380. It is the orange one this morning. We only get one of the A380s today. On Thursdays there's only one right now. In about 7 days, we're going to go back to 2 a day. So right now they're doing 2 a day, 4 days a week, and then the other ones are single flights while they do some maintenance. One of them is in China right now having some maintenance done. So they'll rotate them back to full strength here on July 16th. So we'll have 2 a day for every show. That'll be a welcome return. And then they'll do it all again sometime in the fall. They kind of time the maintenance with the slow seasons. Oh, NMR Perryville, that's pretty cool. I hope he has a safe and productive RIMPAC. All right, take care, Fritz. We'll see you next time. Oh, I apologize for yawning through that comment. We'll see you later, Fritz. Thanks for stopping by. You can see the arrivals on the top of that and then the departures on the bottom. Got a lot of small planes. I wish you could filter that by size of plane. That would be handy. The ladders are coming out. Ooh, O'Malley's looking at salmon people today, apparently. There's a dance music going. All right. Next one coming in the other side is a Southwest. It is a Max 8 coming in from Maui. We have a whole bunch of tiny planes lit up at the terminals. They're heading this way, so we should get busy here in a few minutes. $1:15 today, so hopefully that means, let's see, hopefully they have a day here in Hawaii to relax, and then they'll go out Saturday when we're here. I still haven't figured out what time Saturday we're gonna be here, because I was thinking about doing a sleep-in Saturday show and watching the departure of the Honu, but I'm wondering if they're going to do guard weekend this weekend, because they didn't do it last weekend because of the holiday. Sometimes they'll put it off till the next Saturday, but sometimes I have to go back and look at my notes and video from last year. I almost remember them skipping the July one altogether because it fell so close to 4th of July. So I have to go back and look, but I will let everyone know. Oh, nice, Kelvin. So it's back. Sweet. So we're getting close to having all three back. It's kind of funny. I'm not a huge channel or anything. I'm not one of the big time streamers. But there is a definite bump the 5 minutes before and after the Honus either get here or leave, depending on what time we do the show. If you watch my analytics, there's definitely a huge bump right before each of the Honu, either departure or arrival, and then it goes back down. So we'll probably have, what do we have, about 300 people watching right now, 100 people. It'll go up to like 450, and then it'll come back down again. And then about an hour later, when the next one comes in or out, does the same thing. So what I'm trying to say is I need more Honus here. Or more A380s. I mean, we could just, I say we just make this an A380 home base and just have, inter-island A380 flights. There's your solution to the 717 going away. We just need to get a bunch of A380s. And just do like one flight a day. Like one flight to Hilo would cover everybody that needs to go to Hilo. Right? This is the type of thinking outside the box that's going to save these airlines. Sure, you wouldn't have much flexibility of schedule, but man, get over there. Everybody over there in one trip. Probably have a lot of leg room. Tell you, I'm an idea man. Of course, the problem with being a IT guy sometimes at a job is you're in these meetings with people who are not IT. They're creative people or sales people or whatever people. And you give them an idea. You give them, hey, wouldn't this work? And they usually just pat you on your head and say, oh, how cute. The IT guy has an idea, and they'll pat you on your head and say, oh, go back to fixing the computers and let the big boys talk. And then, like 3 or 4 meetings later, one of those other people will spout out the idea that you had like it's their own, and everybody will go, oh, what a great idea. Oh, why didn't anybody think of that sooner? Oh, you're so smart. While I'm over there rolling my eyes. But it's okay. My paycheck still clears, so I'm not going to complain too much. They don't want to listen to my ideas. All right, so the next couple planes we have coming down here are Southwest heading off to Vegas, a Hawaiian heading off to Portland, and I'm assuming 2 Southwests, one heading off to Hilo and one heading off to San Diego. But that's TBD. Yeah, it's our lot in life, EM. What gets me is when I give them suggestion. I don't want to get okay, never mind. I'm gonna keep work. I don't need to bitch about work here. This is the work-free zone. I don't need to bitch about work here. Don't get me wrong. I do love my job. But the people. I'm kidding. text message. What happened? Okay. Whew. I hate when I complain about something and then immediately get a text message. Ugh. Hope you didn't hear that. That was gross. Well, it is from work, but it doesn't concern me. It was a group text. This is the one that we talked about just a second ago. One of them is going off to... Did I say Vegas? And I did say Vegas and Portland with the extra X. Thanks, sweet Linda. Unfortunately, I do know people from my work watch my show, so I can't go full throttle out here. I don't want to get to work after this and suddenly have a meeting on my show up on my calendar with HR and the GM. The funny thing is, they'd have to tell me to turn my own access off. That's kind of funny. All right, so let's head off to Vegas. These people took Southwest so they can save all their money to gamble with instead of paying for the fancy Starlink. El Toro, if you're asking who flies from Honolulu to Vegas, everybody does. Vegas is the 9th island. People love Vegas here. In fact, there's a hotel in downtown that serves more local food than you find here. They just opened a Zippy's in Vegas. In fact, I think they're going to open a second Zippy's in Vegas. If someone from here tells you they're going on vacation, 99% of the time it's one of two places, Vegas or Japan. I don't know if Vacations Hawaii is still around. I think they are. They do charter flights to Vegas from here. They used to do them on, I think they used to do them on Omni Air. But I think they use Hawaiian now. And then the Horseshoe, or no, it's the Cal. The Cal in downtown Vegas is pretty much exclusively people from Hawaii. I have never won. I've been to Vegas a few times. I'm not a big Vegas. I'm one of the people here who's not a big Vegas fan. Oh, I see. Oh, sorry, El Toro. I didn't realize you were kidding. I have been to Vegas a couple times. All the times I've gone to Vegas, I think, are for concerts. So I didn't actually go there. Didn't actually go there to gamble. I've never won big in Vegas. But I don't gamble a lot. So they tell you if you want to win big, you got to gamble a lot. Well, that seems counterintuitive. Let me give you a lot of money on the chance I might win some money. I went there to see Dead and Company at the Sphere. I went there to see the Grateful Dead a couple times. Back in the day. I was on a Paul McCartney trip. I stopped in Vegas. So here is Zippy Air. Zippies. We were just talking about Zippies. There we go. I had lunch at Zippies yesterday. I had the spaghetti with meat sauce. Yeah, Eham, I've been wanting to go to Red Flag for the last 3 years, and it just has not worked out. Oh, I didn't hear about that, Kelvin. Technically, Island Aviation, it wasn't last time. It was 2 shows ago because we did a show yesterday, and I did catch the Honu. I caught both Honus yesterday. So, technically, it was 2 shows ago that I missed the Honu. But we had a good excuse. We had a C-130 right in front of us. So, you know. Eight left, clear to land. 184 super. Yeah, Eham, I'm not a big gambler either. Usually I try to find a 25-cent 5-coin maximum video poker machine, and I'll spend, you know, $40 or $60 doing that, and that'll keep me entertained for a couple hours, and then I'm done. I don't need to do anymore. I don't like table games. I like playing poker with friends, but I don't like table games with other people because they get very annoying. And then all the other slot machines are just a bunch of lights, and they make no sense. Like, oh, you got 30 rubies on this spin, and you got 80 cow heads on this spin, so you didn't win anything. I don't understand it. So I just stick with the video poker. Spend a couple of 20s on this video poker, and then while Mrs. Reverse Ops is off doing her gambling thing. Alright, we probably can see the A380 right about now. Let's flip over this way. There it is right there. With the super zoom action already engaged. All right. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out for our Thursday show. We're right in the middle of RIMPAC. Hopefully, we'll get some RIMPAC action today. I haven't seen any yet. We saw a P8 yesterday. Have some P8s buzzing off the north coast, but hopefully, we'll get something today. If not, maybe we'll get some 22s later in the show. They went out at 8 o'clock yesterday. But usually the good time to see them is 8 or 9, so we'll see what happens at 9. If you haven't had a chance to hit that like button yet, I would really appreciate it. And I would also really appreciate if you could hit that QR code down in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Head over to reverseops.com/Kickstarter, where you can check out our Kickstarter project. We are going to Italy next month. So hopefully you guys can help out with that. I'm not asking you to pay for my vacation. I'm just asking you to help pay for a couple days to take away from the vacation so we can do some plane spotting. We're going to do 2 shows in Rome, a show in Venice, a Kickstarter backers only stream, and probably a lot more. So every little bit helps. There's rewards for certain dollar amount pledges. You can also pledge any amount to get into that Kickstarter backers only stream. It's an all or nothing thing, so if we make the goal, we do the streams. If we don't make the goal, nobody gets charged and we don't do the stream. So it's an all or nothing deal. To help us, we have about 24 more days left in the thing. It ends the end of the month, and then we're off on the 7th of next month. So give us at least go over there and, give it a shot. Maybe you'll like one of the reward items. So just a little thing on the rewards. If you're not sure how Kickstarter works, you're not buying the reward. You're pledging money, and then you get the reward as a gift for pledging a certain amount. So you might see a mug there that's $50. And you're saying, I don't want to spend $50 on a mug. Well, you're not really spending the $50 on the mug. You're spending the $50 to help me out with my expenses, and then you're getting the mug as a reward for doing that. Kind of like a PBS pledge drive. If you give $100 to PBS, doesn't mean that tote bag's $100. It means they're thanking you with a small gift to show their appreciation. And that's what I'm trying to do with the reward levels over there. We have all the way from a can koozie and a sticker all the way up to a pizza peel and hand-signed Reverse Ops memorabilia. So take a look at reverseops.com/Kickstarter, and hopefully we will see you in Italy. Yeah, Kirsten, there's one of those here. There's a Hawaii Can't Park is a Facebook group. And there's one that called Stolen Stuff Hawaii, where I think more people get their news from Stolen Stuff Hawaii than from the major news outlets. All right, we have an Atlas Air. It's coming in. It's supposed to be about a half an hour out. That is going to be followed up by the 2 DHL 777s. We should get those right about the end of the show. The second one is scheduled right now for 9:30. So as long as that stays on the same speed, we should get that right towards the end of the show. We're going to go till about 9:45 today. We have some stuff I have to do right at work, so we're going to try not to go too late today, but we'll see what comes out. Yesterday, oh my God, yesterday was a busy day. Right when I got in, we did the members only stream yesterday where we did the 4K stream test. And so I got to work a little earlier than I would normally get to on a day like today. And bam, bam, bam. It was like right as soon as I got there, everybody was hitting me up. It was crazy. That's a very good question, Uncle Playing Guy. They did not release a schedule. So we just kind of hang out and wait. It'd be much easier if they gave out schedules, but understandably they don't. Well, oh, we have a Hawaiian Flight 6 lit up. That's actually running a little late today. It's supposed to go before 8 o'clock. But it is, looks like it's pushed back. That should come all the way out here to the reef runway. That's very handy of them having a schedule on the fence. They need to pick up that here. Hello. Oh, earthquake, earthquake. So as we were showing earlier, oh, it's a little windy. We were showing earlier that plane on the left there with the purple tail is a MD-11 that came in last night. It's a FedEx MD-11. Came in last night. It's the first one to come in since they grounded them. The first FedEx MD-11. The one to the right of it's also a one I'd like to see leave before, but I don't think it's actually going to leave before we get out of here. As a Coletta that came in about 5 this morning or so. Decaf. Ugh. No. All right, so the next one we're going to get down here is a 717 heading off to Kailua Kona. I will flip over to that as soon as it comes out around the guard shack. It's almost there. So what do you guys think of the, I know there's a few of you watching the 360 camera. What do you guys think of the, like the behind the scenes view versus over the truck? You guys like that? Normally I have, if you're not familiar, we have a 360 camera that is running over my head right now. I will drop a link to it in the chat. But usually I have it way up over the truck, so you see the whole parking lot. Today I have it down head level with me. Not for any special reason, it's just I forgot to put it back. I forgot to put it up when the show started. So what do you guys think? You guys like the behind the scenes view so you can peer over my shoulder, or do you you guys like the over the truck view? That one, that MD-11 is scheduled to fly back tonight. I believe 8 something. All right, next one coming down is another 717. You see it there over the pickup truck. It'll come into the shot again in a second. That one's going off to Lehue, and then we should have Hawaiian Flight 6 heading off to Vegas. All right, is that the next one in? Oh yeah, there it is. The Canyon Blue Colleen Barrett retro livery is coming in on the 8 left. Thank you. We'll get it when it's a little bit closer. Lee, we'll save that for the late night streams. But apparently they're more relaxed. When have I ever sneaked a Pop-Tart? In fact, I'm getting kind of hungry. I might have a Pop-Tart today. Usually I would wait and have a Nutri-Grain bar at work, but I have an emergency Pop-Tart in the cooler. Okay. Which one do we take? Okay, let's take the Colleen Barrett one. This one waited too long. Do-do-do. Hello, Rudy. Good to see you. Hello, Ken. Good to see you.
Like a small camera doing lens, so like one piece.
Ah, you guys talked me into it. Now I'm hungry. You guys ready to play America's fastest growing game show? Soon to be optioned for a late night Dumont Network weekly show hosted by Simon Cowell. It is time to play What Flavor of Pop-Tart is Patrick eating today? Remember, this is an exhibition. No wagering, please. I gotta turn my back from the 360 camera while I eat this because I don't want anybody cheating. A lot of good guesses out there. Frosted banana cream pie actually sounds really good. They had a banana one a while ago. I don't remember exactly what it is. It was banana bread. That one's really good. All right, F-22s. Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts and rafters. What a way to spend a morning. Yeah, Ken, we did a little bit of an equipment check test yesterday. We had was checking a few things out. So it looks like our good friend Travis, Trav N808 is the winner. Frosted cinnamon rolls. One of the longest members of the channel. Let's see, I'll give you a little proof in the pudding. There we go. There's the frosted cinnamon roll. This is my new favorite. My favorite all my life has been the brown sugar cinnamon. And then these are so good. The filling tastes like a cinnamon roll. I know it seems odd to say because it's a cinnamon roll flavored Pop-Tart, but sometimes the flavor doesn't really match the name. So thanks everybody for playing, and thanks for giving me a chance to eat a Pop-Tart. Did we combine? Did we combine mods to form one super mod? Bev Jane. They have combined their powers to bring us a super mod. I sound excited, but I'm also a little scared. Thanks again, everyone, for playing another edition of What Flavor of Pop-Tarts is Patrick eating today? And that's an interesting way for new people to join us. The channel Flight has sent his viewers over here. Thank you very much. If you guys haven't checked out that channel, it's one I am subscribed to. So you should as well, but thank you very much for sending your viewers over here. But thank you very much and welcome to Hawaii. If you don't know who I am, I'm Patrick. I'm your local dude at the end of the runway, so thanks for hanging out with us. If you just got here, we're expecting to get some F-22s here in the next few minutes. They've just called in for clearance. So those are... we are at Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, which is a regular commercial airport, but it's right next door to Hickam Air Force Base, which is part of Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam. So they do share the runways, so we occasionally get a lot of military action, so we tuned in just at the right time. We have a C-17 lit up. Brandon, yes, I have, and they're mid. The strawberry one's pretty good. The other ones are just eh. Thanks, Kelvin. Next one coming in to the other side is Hawaiian Flight 864. It's coming in from Tokyo. That's a 330-200. Uh, 937 is right at about the end of the show, so yeah, we should be here to see that. We have a flight of 2 first, it looks like. Ooh. F-22s come out and suddenly there's everybody out in the parking lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They all popped out of their cars. Alright, so these F-22 is going to go out soon because we got a 747 coming in on the other runway. Ah, just like that. There we go. Thank you. My Zoom controller froze. Sorry about that. My Zoom controller froze and I couldn't zoom out to find the second one. I'm guessing that means it's about time to change the batteries. So why don't we do that before anything else comes in? We just get this queen real quick, and then make sure there's no other 22s moving. Alright, so I'm gonna change the batteries in that Zoom controller. I'll be right back. All right, batteries have been changed, so hopefully that won't be a problem. I just heard the next set of F-22s get clearance to 8 right. In fact, I see the first one. So we'll try not to screw this one up. Haven't seen any of the shorts today. They're parked up there. I guess must be a slow time for them. There's one. There's two. There's the Southwest. I saw two. Hello, Parth Aurora. Thanks for tuning in. Hey. You know. I'm at the airport, not at work, so pretty good. Huh? Oh, really? There's some 35s on the way in that'll be here at 1:30. Yeah. Oh, that guy's turning around. Huh? That's what I hear, yeah. So we had this happen yesterday where the F-22s got to the runway and then turned around. Hopefully they're just being courteous to the Southwest and they'll let the Southwest go first. Somewhere up in here. I don't see it. Problem with a clear sky, it's hard to pick out a plane. There's a Singapore Air up there somewhere. We'll find it when it comes back to the other side. Hello, Mountain Rivera. A little back to Frankfurt. Wouldn't mind getting back to Frankfurt one of these days. I had a good time in Frankfurt. That's weird. I hear something directly over. It must be those 22s. Because I don't see anything on the radar. Oh, yeah, there he is. I wonder if that's him over there. I can hear him, but it's hard to see him. Let's go back to the 22s and see if they're doing anything. Nope, still sitting there. Still, it looks like Romeo 2 down there. We have a 717 coming in on the crossing runway. Let's take that while we're waiting. Uncle Plane Guy, yes, there's been several of them here. We've had French, German, maybe Australian or New Zealand. I thought one of the down under countries had them, and then I think we may have had a UK one here too. They're not a regular visitor here, but they come here quite a few times a year. First time I saw an A400 was leaving off 8 right here. It was a German Luftwaffe A400. That was probably 6 years ago, maybe? Somewhere around there. We have a Grand Caravan coming up from the south. That's coming over from Kanakakai and Molokai. Then we have a Dreamliner coming in from Tokyo on the other side. That's a Japan Airlines. Still waiting to see what the 22s are going to do. Pardon me. I was reading an article the other day about talking about the fuel mileage for these F-22s. And I think it was .03 or maybe 0.3 gallons per mile. Which sounds terrible, but when they compared it to other fighters, it's actually pretty good. Some of them are getting 1/10 of a mile per gallon. But the biggest advantage they have is they have true super cruise. That means they can sustain Mach speed, I think it's Mach 1.5, without using the afterburners. At airfield in Honolulu, no, but there is some on Oahu. There's actually several. Just in the background of this shot, we have Kalialoa Field, John Rogers Field. That's where the Coast Guard is most of the time. On the other side of the island, we have Wheeler. Or sorry, the center of the island, we have Wheeler. That's an Army air base. That's mostly helicopters. We have K-Bay, which is the Marine base on the east side of the island, which mostly Ospreys and P-8s and drones. Then we have Dillingham on the North Shore, which is mostly gliders and parachutists, but they do occasionally do some military work up there. Yeah. He's afraid of flying. Yeah. Yesterday or the day before? Yeah. This is the one I try to find overhead. This is Singapore, co-branded with DHL, doing a little package run. We get 2 of these a day, usually. One of them is from Cincinnati, one of them is from LA with the extra X. Somebody's scaring some birds. Yeah, the only P8 I see is over on, that's K-Bay, so that's a Marine Air Base. Marine Air Station, Hawaii, I think they call it. That's where, oh, thanks, Uncle Plinga. That's where the the Blue Angels will be next year. They were there last year. They have a I heard K-Bay has a really nice crayon cafe. You taste all your favorite colors. It's probably a P3 Orion. Our raft trucks are going out for a drive. You'll see them in this shot here. There's in this shot. I'm pretty sure there was a Japanese P3 Orion hanging around here the last couple days. May have been over at K-Bay. We got a 717 coming down Juliet right now. Okay, it looks like the truck is leaving. That's not a good sign. So the one that's coming down Juliet right now, that's next for departures, heading off to Lehue. The 747 has pushed back now. That's heading off to Sydney. That's UPS 34. All right, C-17 taxiing out. Thanks, CFI on the fly. Probably shouldn't have done that one on super zoom. Probably should have used the main cam. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. Alright, C-17 looks like it's going to be next. That is a Hawaii C-17, Manu. The second DHL 777, that's Singapore Air, is now over Koalina, so it looks like it's second for arrival on the other side. We have a brand new Max 8 coming in on the other side. Doesn't have a plane, doesn't have a jet photos picture yet. It's Virgin America flight 1430. So we'll take a peek at what that is. Probably just the standard livery, just a new plane, but you never know. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Yeah, looks like just the standard livery. Just a brand new plane. Our good friend Eric Tiki has been with us for 18 months. I'm lurking and liking. Thanks, Patrick and all. Well, thank you for being here. We have ATI lit up on the Hickam ramp. Thank you very much for 18 months at the 717 level. I appreciate that, Artiki. Doo-be-doo-be-doo. So, if this looks familiar, we saw one of these just a few minutes ago. They look the same. They'll go park right next to each other. That's one of the many things you get here on reverse ops that you don't get anywhere else. You get lung butter here. And if tradition holds, you're going to get it for a couple of weeks. Usually the lung butter, for some reason, even after I'm feeling much better, it hangs out for a couple of weeks. So you got that to look forward to. All right, take care, EM. We'll see you next time. Hello, Randy. Thanks for being here.
Yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I was like, when's this thing gonna show up? And then it showed up.
For some reason, they started putting them on a boat here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
I was waiting 8 months. Yeah. Bad thing was
Yeah, I'm trying to scam people. T-shirt at a time.
Is it one t-shirt? I'll probably see you tomorrow. Yeah.
How was the PH thing?
It was like the press conference, they held it right in front of my face. But it was really, they were also playing it was just like the
Oh, wow. All right, so we're going to have the F-22s returning, the two that left here a minute ago. They are coming in for an overhead break, so we might, depending on where they were 2 miles out when they set it on ATC, so we'll see if I can pick them up in the sky. They might have said a 12-mile final, not a 2-mile final, because I don't see them yet, and I'd see another plane out there, so we'll see. Oh, yeah, they're behind the Alaska right there, the Virgin America, so we'll stay for them. What else is up there? Southwest. Maybe we'll do our first ever overhead break Hana-Ho. But before that gets here, we'll thank Air Tiki for gifting a reverse ops membership. Looks like Aloha Pepper is the recipient, so please join me in thanking Air Tiki. Oh, I think we're going to call this the Southwest our Hana-Ho plane of the day because I forgot to do it for the Raptors. Alright, so we're waiting for that. Hi. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with me today. We got some fighters, we got some C-17s, we got some cool stuff today. I think it's just going to build up next week, so tune in next week. Hopefully we'll get some more fighters, some different fighters. Unfortunately, with the military, you don't have a schedule, so you don't have any idea what's coming out. Old school plane spotting. But we'll be back out here Saturday, and then most likely Tuesday, Thursday of next week. Keep an eye out for pop-ups. If I hear anything exciting coming up, we will do a pop-up stream. So everybody say it with me. Hana-Ho! So I'm going to send you all over to the 360 camera when we end here. You can watch me pack up. And then we'll keep an eye out. Turn those notifications on so you never know when I'm going to stream during RIMPAC. So keep those notifications on. We'll see you all soon. Don't forget to check out the Kickstarter here, right here. If I can get my finger going this straight, that's so confusing. Right there. All right, thanks again, everyone. We'll see you all next time. Same Pat time, same Pat channel. All right, aloha, everyone. Oops, I think I see.